Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And, of course, Memphis just need to keep fighting. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Prez in at the 1. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup. But anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Here we go. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And you look at this rookie class, MP continues to scratch and claw, trying to cement his place as one of the best and brightest.
Well, so far, I'd say he has matched
already at 2,000 points, Grant.
Yeah, MP is the fastest to 2,000 points in 40 years. Zion was on a similar path, so the future is so bright for him. Can't wait to see MP develop.
Now here's Morant. Edwards pulls it in. Outside McDaniels. Gobert against Bane. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Connects from downtown.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Jackson outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Edwards. Over Bane. Edwards can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Morant on the take. Minnesota with a rebound.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. The three. with a two-handed jam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
On the wing, Bane from the arc. Randall pulls down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He said John Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
And Allie, thanks.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Morant. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Pass to Jackson. Over Randall, and there's Jackson on the assist by Bane.
Well, we know he can space the floor, but Jackson is still at his best in the paint.
Prez, the pass to Randall. Shoots over Jackson. Randall can't hit. Memphis leading by 3. And here's Morant. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Bane, no good. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bane. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Memphis has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Prez. Back to Edwards. Inside. Here's Prez. It's deflected. They recover it for 3. Randall knocks down the triple. It's a tie ball game.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Morant looking around. Pass to Jackson. They set the screen. Puts up a 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Edwards, a pass to Prez. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Prez. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with a screen on Morant. And it's Prez missing.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Morant. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Prez, the pass to Randall. Here's Prez, hounded by Morant. Randall, a screen on Morant. Here's Prez. The kick out to Edwards. The 3-ball. And another 3 from Minnesota.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. And the Grizzlies call time here. Checked in for Memphis. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Julius Randle.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Now here's Aldama. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Morant. Fires the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in the defense and getting to the rim.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Well, Aldama certainly deserved to be rewarded for his hustle. Excellent initiative in the open floor.
It's Edwards on the wing. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Bane. Pass to Morant. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Prez. Hounded by Morant. Randall right side. Here's Prez.
Come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Outside Bane. From deep. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And how about Desmond Bane? Among the most accurate shooters in the world.
Here's Prez. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. And here's Edwards outside. Aldama grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bane, pass to Morant. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall, a screen on Bane. Here's Prez. The shot to stop the run. Drops in the layup for 2. Prez has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
That's his 2nd make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Fires for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. The last game, the win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Now here's Bane. He has 6. Aldama outside. Here's the 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 7. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Morant. Randall with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And he lays it in. Randall's got 5.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Here's Morant driving inside.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Here's Prez. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And that's good. Randall for 3. Randall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Aldama outside. Pass to Edey. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Outside for Morant. Jacks up a 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Gobert finds Edwards. Randall a screen on Morant. Back to Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
They throw good, Edwards.
Well,
Making a switch here, and Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Jackson right side. To the inside. Here's Pippen. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Naz Reid out there with McDaniels. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Prez in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Prez in their last game against the Magic was a man on mission. He scored 64 points and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And here are the Grizzlies now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Kennard outside. Jackson against Gobert. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Three-pointer. Memphis with a rebound. This game following their win against the Rockets.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, you got to think coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Memphis making a switch here. Baines checked in. Here's Prez. And he banks in the layup. Prez has got 6.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this thing.
Now here's Bain. It's a 10-point game. Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr. Not hesitating for a second off the catch.
Here's Prez. Yep, that one's good. Give him 8.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Pippen. No points yet. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Prez. Buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 12. Here's Pippen. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Prez. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Here's Pippen. Jackson, pass to Bain. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
You can't play lax defense on Bain because he's looking to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bain, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bain well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Aldama. Six to shoot. Outside Bain. Lets it fly. Prez grabs the board. Prez has got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside Bain. Pass to Pippen. This one for 3. Reed with the rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Prez. He's got 15. The shot. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Wells, the pass to Bain. Looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
From 7 feet away, and the shot's good. Alexander Walker's got 11.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Launches it. Prez grabs the board. Prez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Gobert. Here's Prez. Takes a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Here's Wells. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Takes a 13-footer. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And it's Prez missing.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Wells. Parries the 7-footer. Wells has gotten his 2nd bucket. Here's Prez. He's got 15. Good! That's another bucket.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches him. Pippen, pass to Bain. To the wing on the left. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's gotten 4 this quarter.
What a passer Bain has become.
Here's Prez. He's got 17. Going inside. And he jams it home with authority.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
1:53 left in the 2nd quarter. Here's Pippen. And yep, it's good. Pippen's got 6 points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Picked by Gobert. Prez, the pass to Gobert. And here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Prez. Rebounded by Pippen. Grizzlies trail by 16. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Memphis shooting just under 40% from the field. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Pippen. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. 9 points in the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Prez. 21 points in the game. Reed for 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
Pippen, pass to Jackson. Bain serving the D. Here's Pippen. And Gobert with a block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Here's Morant. From deep. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The T-Wolves on top, running away with it. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
If these guys end up making the cut, this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Timberwolves.
The offense has been well.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Minnesota leading by 21 on the court for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3 slot. And it's Prez missing.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Wells. And here's Morant outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Prez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Prez. Six on the shot clock. That one falls. Prez has got 23 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Back to Payne. Down low. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we..." We have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents. Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Here's Prez, hounded by Morant. And it's Prez missing.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Wells, the pass to Morant. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have in the NBA.
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Here's Prez. The three-pointer off the mark. Grizzlies trail by 18. Left side, Morant. Pass to Bane. Here's Wells. Here's Edey. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. That three's off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 18. Here's Edwards. Finished off the break. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
Here's Morant. No good on the shot. Oh, good D. Jackson with the defensive effort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Bane. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Prez. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Desmond Bane. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark's checked in. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And here's Morant. 12 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Good work defensively by Randall.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Prez. And it's good. He hits another one.
He's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been a fantastic year.
It's been a season for the ages for him and one that'll go down in the history of this franchise. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Morant. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance. Morant's got 15.
Draining his first 3 of the game. No doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Here's Prez. And again for 3.
Defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship. And he's already proven in his rookie year there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch him expand his skills this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
From outside the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Wells. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Edey. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He has 6.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
To the paint. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Outside Bane. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Prez. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Prez. He's got 32 points. And the bucket is good. Prez has got 34.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Edwards against Bain. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
The Timberwolves lead by 17. Here's Prez. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prez. Edwards looking for an opening. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bain. The wide open shot is on the money. Edwards has got 11.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And here's Morant outside. He's off on that one. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. To the right side, from behind the arc. Good! Another from 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe 2. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess. Jackson down low. Randall's there. Jackson can't get it to go. And so Randall will bring it up for the Timberwolves. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Prez. Counted from distance. Prez has got 40 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Edey. Outside Bain. Will it go? And Morant with the basket on the assist by Bain. Morant's got 11 here in the quarter alone. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Clark. And it's DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Here's Prez. He's got 40 now. Intercepted. Aldama right side. Inside. Here's Jackson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Really tough to disrupt.
The Wolves going with a whole new group out there. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Dillingham. We've got Anthony Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Dillingham. And it's Prez in at point guard. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. He drops it from range.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Pass to Bain. Down low. Here's Aldama. And he makes it on the layup.
And look at how well Aldama moves. Setting the screen, but then quickly moving into scoring position.
Here's Prez. The 3 is up. Aldama grabs the board. Outside Bain. Here's Wells. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. There's a screen. The 3 from Bain. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Prez has got 8 rebounds in the game. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. what was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
Pass to Pippen. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up front.
Here's Prez. Outside Edwards. The three. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Huff, defended by Gobert. Here's Huff. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Dillingham's got his first 3 points of the game. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
The Timberwolves lead by 23. Stolen. Here's Wells. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Pippen, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. And that one's good. Edwards got 11 in the 2nd half.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Here's Pippen. Clark covers. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
Minot's checked in for Minnesota. The Grizzlies also with... Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Here's Prez. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies trail by 20. Here's Pippen. Pass to Morant. Outside Bain. 4-3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Prez. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
What's up?
Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Here's Prez. Outside Edwards. Lets the three fly. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards got 17 now, just in the second half. Morant with it. Steps back and fires. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 23. Clock at 6. Oh, got a piece of it. Bain against McDaniels. Bain, pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
It's McDaniels on the wing. The baseline J. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Here's Wells. Pass to Jackson. Launches a three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Drives to the hoop. Prez, the pass to Randall. Here's Prez. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels from long range. Memphis with a rebound. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Bain, the pass to shooting about 60% for the game. Outside Edwards. Throws it up high.
You can't run the alley-oop from much further out than that.
That was absolutely crazy. Here's Morant. And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stand since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there and some great markets all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
Pass to McDaniels. To the middle. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
That's a...
All right, MP. Let's close this one out. Play smart.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dillingham. Reed, a screen on Payne. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
The free throw drops for Morant. Minnesota calls time here. They're on top by 24. Guys, what do you think?
Interesting timeout with this game mostly in the bag.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out. And the misconnection there, fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap.
Now that you've played against this year's top rookies, where do you stack up?
We've all got a long ways to go before we reach our full potential. But I feel like I'm trending in the right direction, you know? Those players that you're talking about, excellent players for sure. But
Sure, but aren't you the most excellent player?
well, you said it, not me. But, you know, what I will say is we've had a lot of success against these guys. And as long as I'm winning, I'm good.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
I got a good one. MP's looking like he's going to be one of the greatest shooters in the NBA.
some A+ copy, MPs. Giving the people what they want.
Baby. They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a dummy.